Welcome back to Scotting Movies, everybody. Have you ever just listened in on someone else's conversation? Uh, they know they don't know you're listening, and so you have free access to the things that they're saying. You're listening either through the wall or just around the corner, or uh, in some way where you can eavesdrop on them. There's something um, interesting about understanding what other people are going through, what other people's pain is or successes are or whatever they're talking about, what's important to them. There's a sense of familiarity among the human condition for all of us. There's a piece of that that's in the movie we're going to talk about today. It's called Another Woman. It's written and directed by Woody Allen. um, so um, Woody Allen has written and directed a lot of films. He did one a year every year since around this time, 1988 or so. Very prolific director. Most of his are comedies of some sort, just witty, well written comedies. This is not a comedy. Um, this is a deep dive into the emotional undercurrents of a woman's past who spent her life keeping those emotions at bay. Uh, Her name is Marion Post. She's a highly accomplished philosophy professor. She rents an apartment to take her sabbatical and write a book in peace. But she discovers that the walls are thin, and next door is a therapist, and she can hear the therapy sessions from the office next door. One voice in particular begins to crack something open inside of her. And so what starts as eavesdropping turns into a mirror, and what she sees in that mirror, she may decide to change her life over. So, again, I've mentioned that Woody Allen has written and directed a lot of films. A lot of them are based in neuroses and comedy. There's no whimsy in this movie. There's no nervous laughter to cushion the blow. Uh, this is Alan, who is quite emotionally raw, quiet, unafraid to sit in the silence. Let's talk about Gina Rowlands for a second, who plays Marion Post. What she does here isn't flashy. It's not the kind of performance uh, that grabs you by the collar and shakes you or anything. It's the kind that slowly tightens a knot in your chest without you realizing it. She isn't a cold character. She isn't an angry character. She's just contained. She's the product of a lifetime spent choosing practicality over vulnerability. A lot of us choose to do that. So it's pretty relatable when you choose to not expose your inner thoughts or your um, inner character, inner personality to other people. You choose practicality. You choose to hide the deepest, darkest, or deepest, brightest, in some cases, versions of yourselves because you're afraid they won't be accepted, and that's what she's done. Um, and she was in a relationship years earlier with a person named Larry, who's played by Gene Hackman in the film. They had this great relationship, but it was kind of a risk being together because they didn't really belong in the same field, and they didn't belong. They each had other people in their lives, and it seemed too much of a risk, and so they broke up and they fell apart. And obviously, they still have feelings for each other even now, and so they keep thinking of each other back then. It's one of the most devastating threads in this movie. It's the relationship that never was. Um, they had a chance at love, but Marion in particular didn't take it. Um, she broke it off because she married someone safer, someone logical. And now, decades later, she's reading a novel written by Larry, who has a character in it that's completely based off of her. And she really begins to see the true feelings that he had for her, and contrast that with the safe guy, the husband that she has today, who's not the same kind of passionate, not the same kind of in love with her as Larry was. Um, it's that idea of not just what if, but it's about what we bury and how it claws its way back up to us. Uh, There's a quietly brilliant move that Woody Allen makes here. He gives us versions of Marion's past that feel unreliable. Not really dramatically so, but shaded with regret. Did her husband always seem this emotionally barren? Or is she just now seeing it for the first time with clearer eyes now that she's hearing the voices of the therapist and her and his patient? The film doesn't hand you answers; it hands you Marion's confusion and asks you to sit with it. Um, Structurally, Another Woman unfolds like a memory itself. It's not always quite clear. It's fluid. It's hazy. It loops back on itself a little bit. Voiceover isn't just used for commentary. It's the skeleton of the whole film. It isn't necessarily a plot-driven story. It's a character story, a character study, told in whispers, reflections, moments too quiet for most movies to bother showing. Uh, there's a line in this movie that hit me hard. Um, it, it was, I wonder if a memory is something you have or something you've lost. Woody Allen has written plenty of quotable lines, but that might be the most haunting thing he's ever put to paper. It's delivered like a sigh. It's almost thrown away. It only makes it more devastating. Um, there's no huge emotional release here. There's no something where someone screams, "I should have loved him," and runs back to him or anything like that. It's just soft, painful recognition of what could have been and what is now, and they're not the same thing, and they're not remotely close, and they're not fixable. It's just she starts to see the trail of emotional wreckage left by her own self protection. She can't fix it; she can only acknowledge it. Another Woman isn't for everyone. It's quiet, it's slow, it's sad in the way that it sticks to your ribs, makes you feel it in your bones. If you've ever looked back on your life and wondered, did I take the wrong turn? Or worse, I didn't turn when I was supposed to? This movie will find you. Gina Rollins delivers one of the more quietly powerful performances of the year. Woody Allen, for all his usual stylistic ticks, gets out of the way and lets emotional honesty do the talking. This is soul searching cinema, nothing more, nothing less. Um, for its mature storytelling, um, aching performance by Gina Rollins, and brutally honest introspection, Another Woman gets a solid A from me. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it knows what it's talking about. It is very, very good. Um, so what do you think? Have you seen Another Woman? Do you like Woody Allen movies? Which one is your favorite? Why or why not? Do you why do you like or not like Woody Allen's movies? Uh, did this one leave you cold? Let's talk about it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. Tell me what you think. Um, you know, Movies that are slow have sometimes really important things to say, and you sit down and you listen to it. This one is one of those movies. It has a lot of important things to say, and I really liked it as I sat down and watched it and listened to its power, listened to its messages, its morals. I think it was really fantastic of a watch. So I think you all should watch it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what other movies that you think I should review. Um, Other than that, thanks everyone.